everybody, welcome back to Isekai D&D Stuck in Another World, and we are on episode 4 this time. This time I do not disremembering the name. I don't know if that is an English word or not. But we are here again, once again, and Simon is back! Yay! For Simon.
Yay.
As you can hear, Simon, they have missed you very much. So, but Simon, you're back. But who you're playing as, we're not gonna learn yet. We are back, finally. And with Simon here, you don't need to say your character, but just say, hi, Simon.
Oh, I am here.
Well, perfect. We have
I'm
Kalle.
here again.
Yes. And Kalle is back again as Jonathan, not dead yet, thankfully.
Yes.
Well, perfectly simple and short as always. Okay.
Sorry.
I was kind of like thinking that you would have a different stick than Simon, but sure, whatever. Linus is here as Ambrose, Lord Ambrose to be specific.
Hello, good day, everyone.
Thank God somebody wants to roleplay. Alright. So, anyway, we are back, everybody, into a new episode. And Simon, I'm gonna be a bit of a jerk now, and I will ask you to basically either take off your headphones or something so you cannot hear us talk, because I will recap things that happened with the two other guys a bit quickly. Then, when we are done with that recapping, and when your character is joining in again in the episode, I will do 2 thumbs up, and you can put on the headphones again, okay?
Perfect.
Yes. So, it will only take like 2-3 minutes, I hope. So, yes, so from now on, so take on off your headphones. Alright. Fuck that guy, am I right? No, sorry. Anyway, so from last episode, Ambrose and Jonathan, but since Linus did the recap, I think it's Jonathan's turn now to do the recap, actually, for what happened in episode 3. Well, don't worry, Jonathan, it was been a long time, so if you want my help, I can tell you all the details you're missing, but what do you remember from episode 3, even though it was a long time ago?
Yeah, it has been like 2 months now since last time we played.
Yeah, but I think I remember. So we followed the captain back to the village.
Yes.
We spoke to, I can't remember who we spoke to, but
The village chief.
had a rest. The village chief, yeah, and we had a rest there. And we were referred to this library in.
Greylock.
I just read the note, but yeah, exactly. So we should go there to look for a book, a certain book, and then we set out to go to Old Town to take a boat, right? Can't remember if that was.
Yes, you're very close. You're very close. Basically, after your friend's death, Runar, his body disappeared, and you returned together with Jap to the small village area right outside the forest, and you borrowed horses from Jap to get to the small village of Abbey. There, you met the village chief there, Ludwig, if you remember, who was the village chief there. He basically had a conversation with you guys. You got a world map from him, and you learned that basically, according to him, that this dwarf fella that you pretty much understand is the guy that died in the crypt, or the small temple that you were transported to in episode 1, that he had requested this village chief to help you guys. But the village chief didn't really know the details, because apparently you guys have some enemies in this world, but also you seem to have some kind of important task or some kind of importance that has to do with the fate of humankind in general. So, he followed the instruction of the dwarf of telling you guys that you should try to get to Greylock, to a specific library there. And I guess you do not remember what library and stuff like that you're supposed to go to, right? Right? Or...
yes, my note says the grey books in Greylock. Look for a library.
Yes.
With someone there.
Yes. because there's like a because he didn't really specifically say a name of the library, but it's basically like a super big library place in Greylock you can go to that is kind of famous. And there you're supposed to find some kind of a book that apparently can help you and explain what's going on. But you started to travel next day, and you leveled up. You're level 2. You gain new abilities, new spells, and stuff like that. And started to travel on the road towards Holton, a small little, what you can say, like, not river town, because it's next to the sea. What do you call a city or village next to a sea? Do you guys remember? Like, they have a specific name.
Or like a harbor.
Yeah, harbor, basically.
City,
yes, it's like a harbor city. That's right. Because this harbor city is much bigger compared to Abbey. Almost twice as big. So, but on your road there, you met quite a unique character. You met Charles Darwin. That also have been transported to this world, but 4 days ago. So he has been here slightly longer than you guys have been here. Because you guys have been in this world for roughly now 2 to 3 days, roughly. While he has been here for roughly 4 days. And he met up to you and joined your party. He has no spell points, because he didn't understand that you cannot cast spells every single day. Like, he thought it was like regular magic when you can do as much as you want. Mm-hmm. And right now, you're right. When we ended the last episode, you arrived to Holton. And it was a long time ago, so I'm gonna describe Holton to you guys again. Holton is a kind of nice looking like harbor city. And in comparison to Abbey, this is a much more bigger city. There are like, you can find way more people, and there's a lot of more different people. Like, you can also see that since Holton seems to be like a harboring city, there's a lot of visitors from like other countries. So you can notice that some of the clothing of some of the people going around there is a little bit different than Abbey. Abbey was most of the time just farmers. In Holton, you can see there are actually people that look like merchants, some people that look like knights, some people that look like, well, it's hard, well, you don't even know what they are, because you actually see some really weird looking people. Some of them are even dwarves, for example, walking around and doing business in the town. And you're walking down the road, basically, into this town. So, and yeah, as you do that, Simon can't get the... Oh no, Simon is looking at his phone! Oh. He's like... Simon looked on his phone, no.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so, as you're walking into the city, you're basically noticing there are not that many stores and stuff like that, but all of a sudden, you see a man running towards on the street. And I would say that, except for Charles Darwin, that both of you are quite shocked about who you're seeing. Because the man you're seeing running towards you is actually Runar's alive. Yeah, it's actually Runar running towards you, alive.
What in tarnation is going on?
And Runar, I mean...
Runar is running towards them, like pushing people left and
you're
right.
basically pushing people left and right.
You, fuck off. Yeah, yes, you good sir too. Fuck off. Hello, my dear companions. Let's not waste any time and come with me as fast as possible.
But Runar, when you run up to them, you notice that they're not alone. They have actually Charles Darwin right next to them, basically being like, "Who is this weird fellow? Does he also have spell points?"
I don't know. Is this some kind of trick? How are you still alive?
Well, that's well, I can. It's hard to explain, but if you come with me, everything can be explained by the what would we call him? The guide leader.
Suspicious.
It's very. I know. It's very hard to understand, and I know it's weird that I'm alive. I thought I was too dead, but it is what it is.
How's this guy, Ambrosia?
What?
I don't know. Perhaps someone is using some sort of magic spell to disguise themselves, like the real Runar did before. How do you know it's you?
There's some trickery.
Yeah.
Can you prove it's you?
How?
You say it's up to you.
Huh.
Convince us.
Well, that's... I
What
really
happened
don't
to
know
you
how to convince
afterwards?
someone, because what do you want to see?
I want
It's
to
hard.
you to explain what happened to you
Oh, you
after
mean that?
you died, apparently.
Well, after I died, I saw basically I guess it's heaven. And then I heard a voice that told me it's not my time yet.
How did you die? How did you die?
Oh, how I did die? Well, I totally missed that orc fella and... no, the goblin fella. Yes, the goblin fella, and he stabbed me to death.
That does
When I was
check
laying
out,
down.
but-
Bleeding to death.
I wanna point out as well that you guys can see his glowing symbol now when he's closer on his like armor plate, like the golden triangle thing. I do wanna point that out.
Yes.
I'm
Do you have that?
still suspicious.
Yes. What do you still have the thing that you showed us first in the crypt? Show us that one, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, the symbol. And I showed them the symbol.
I'm not talking about the symbol. The first thing you showed us that we were not aware of it. You pulled out something.
Ah! I look in my backpack, and is it there? I asked the DM.
Yes,
Is my mobile phone still there?
yes, your mobile phone is still in your pocket.
Good. Then I point it out and I press on and wait a few seconds.
But the batteries are dead.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
You cannot show the photo you took.
Well,
He
not
didn't
anymore.
take a photo, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did take a
yeah, he
photo.
did.
The problem is that his phone, like, it only had like, just for reference, last time he only had like 7% of battery on his phone left. Because we did roll for how much battery he had, and he only used the phone like at the like temple. So yeah, and it has been like 1 or 2 days last time we talked to each other.
I turned it off. But okay, but I was dead. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I mean, but even if you turn it off, the battery can still like slightly go away, you know, over time.
Yes, but I... I turned it on and hope... so please work, you goddamn piece of shit. He thinks.
Can you? Well, actually, this can actually be kind of fun. Can you just roll a? What would I roll for this? Can you roll me an intelligence, just quickly? I want to check something. If you can do this.
An intelligence.
Yes, regular intelligence.
Regular. Okay.
Yes. Ooh,
Oh, God.
not bad at all. Not bad at all. I actually would say that would be enough to succeed. Because I imagine you're picking up your phone, and you
Yes.
try to desperately show your comrades, your friend, that you are the real Runa. But
Yes.
you're having trouble. But all of a sudden, you're noticing, like, from your like armor, like electricity sparks out, and you kind of notice that you can share a bit of your energy into this phone. And can you roll me a 1d10?
Oh, come on, you slow internet.
You can do this, I believe in you, Simon. You can roll a d20, a d10. I believe. Here we go, yes. And you get 3% back on your phone.
Yes!
So you all of a sudden, like, the like electric spark goes into your phone, and it like your phone starts up. What phone? By the way, I don't remember. What type of phone do you have? Is it like an iPhone or what is?
It's a Samsung 21.
No wonder why it like died.
Yes, it's a very bad. Very bad.
Yes, okay. Sorry to all the Samsung users out there. Samsung is a great phone. I promise.
Yeah.
You have to call it something
Then
else,
I
otherwise
scroll
it's
a little,
copyright. You
and-
have to call it like Samsung or something instead.
Samsung. We are not sponsored by
Samsung,
Samsung
something.
sucks. It's the Samsung. It's sponsor me, and I will talk about it then. But yeah, but the phone works now for you, Runar, and you can actually
Yes.
show him pictures if you want to.
Yeah, the picture of me when I'm like, when he's like.
What?
Okay.
Basically,
Picture of me? Wasn't that the picture you took? You took one of me?
Yes.
But you say you're showing me one of yourself.
No, me. I am in the.
Or
I
did
am-
you do like a selfie pic when you
Yes,
did it?
I did do a selfie with him, and he was like, "The fuck you doing?"
Basically, he took a picture when you didn't really notice
Yeah,
that it was
yeah,
a selfie. Basically, like.
With his
Oh
TV
well, I
light.
guess it's him.
Yes.
So, but why so hurry?
Yeah. Why would we need to come to you?
Indeed,
Oh, right.
Sir Knight Guy. Let me present I'm Charles Darwin. You seems to be friend with these two people, and you need to explain yourself a bit more. What's going on here?
Who is this guy?
That's Charles Darwin.
Who?
Charles Darwin.
That's his name. I don't know. You mean who? I just explained who it was. I just told you his whole name.
Yes, but it doesn't tell me anything.
It's a person.
Runa is.
You believe in evolution?
He's a
You
person.
believe in evolution?
Oh.
Do you believe in the evolution?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't have to believe in it, though.
Yes, I understand,
Go on,
but
Thor.
this is from Runa's perspective. It's like,
Runa is
all
not
right,
good.
I misunderstand.
Runa is not good at history.
No, he's not good at history at all.
Yes, he's smart at other things, but not history.
No, history is not his thing.
Yes. But what does Runa respond to, like, the questions he's been given from 3 directions? About why they need to hurry?
Yes, from this guide, when I met the leaders of the guide, he told me very, very strange things, but a lot of answers why we are here, how we did come together,
And
why we
what are
all
those?
did see the light.
What was the reason he said then?
Oh, right, it was something about gods. Gods and demons.
Could you explain a little more? Some details would be fine.
Yeah, I didn't really.
He didn't ask
I
for
didn't
that.
really ask him.
No joke, I'm not. From a person that played with Simon last time, he actually just accepted all the things that he's told him.
He just accepted. It was like cool.
You don't. If someone tells you that you've been sent to this world by a god, you don't ask questions?
Well, it was from my time.
What did you say?
My time.
What about your time?
Well, I am from too far. What? Where are you from? Different timelines.
Yes, but what does that have to do with you not asking question about someone telling you a god sent you here?
Well, I am not.
Come on, guys.
Perhaps we should just go. Easier explanation could probably be.
Yes, come with me, okay?
Well, we need to get.
Yes, guys, come on, guys. I'm just talking about gods. Come on.
Come
We should-
on,
need
it's
to get
not that
Casper.
serious, but
Yes,
I
we
don't
are.
know how it was in your time and all, but I don't see
need
this
to
as
get
a big
Casper.
deal. But
You don't see it as a big deal being transported to another world?
yes, but I have basically almost come over it after I died.
This is good.
Well, I
Was that
did die,
problem?
but they used some kind of relic to get me back.
And you don't question why they brought you back or anything like that?
Well, I did never really have that in mind. I was more shocked how I was alive.
And they say
Sorry, was it
I
this
was
guy?
crazy. Could
What
you
does
tell
it
a
mean
little
by
more
that?
about this artifact you're talking about? How does it work?
Well, they say all I got from that was if you someone else needs to offer themselves up. Let us say a person who is from who has, for example, signidia, or how do you call it in
Your symbol.
symbol. He has to die for me to live.
So someone with the same symbol as you
Yes.
choose to die? Simon, just saying, you don't know if that person had the symbol like you had. You just know that somebody sacrificed themselves.
Yes,
to you.
but Runa is like, okay, I have to just bullshit something.
You're just filling in the gaps, basically.
Yeah, he is filling in the gaps because he's like, okay, fine, this man is very, very testing me.
I'm testing. I'm
The
trying
gaps.
to get an explanation only. It's not a test.
But he thinks it's still a test.
Angel was this guy that told you everything about this.
What?
Yeah, who is
So,
this
this
strange
guy?
fellow?
Yes.
Yeah, like Jonathan said it.
This guy you're talking to, or
It's-
talking about rather.
He
That told you
himself,
everything.
yes, he himself was the guy boss. Yes, he was. Oh,
Where is it?
Do you want to roll a history of Runa? Maybe.
yes,
forgot?
I have to roll a history to remember his name.
It's kind of funny with historical characters involved or whatever that like it's hard to remember for Runa.
I'm pretty low
Do you
on
think?
that.
I mean, I would say 10 would be enough because this is a pretty famous person. You do thinking back, and Simon, you're thinking back to like the black top hat, like you're thinking him to the office and how he talked.
Yeah,
like,
what's
almost
his
like
name?
a politician, and like, and you remember there was Abraham Lincoln that sent
Yes.
you.
Abraham Lincoln sent me. I met up with Abraham Lincoln, and he has a black hat, 2 axes, very muscular for some reason. Okay, I'm talking from my timeline what he looked like, but in this timeline he looked very different. He's been in this world for 2 years, and he told me all of this.
You're telling me that Abraham Lincoln told you all this.
Yeah, that's preposterous, says Charles Darwin standing next to you. By the way, who is this Abraham Lincoln fellow? By the way, is it that fellow from America? I heard something about that, but
Yes.
I don't remember really. I don't really read that much about American history, but I mean, either way, I think we should. I don't know about you people, but I think I don't want to live in the woods anymore. I just want to have a nice place to stay. If this man can help us, I think we should go there because, well, it depends. Where are you taking us, weird metal man?
Yes, I'm taking you to the.
Captain.
The capital with ship.
And where is this capital?
You know it's
Oh.
Greylock.
Greylock.
That's fine.
You have a ship for us?
Yes, we have a ship. I got 10 men waiting for me.
Let's go see that ship.
We
Do
should
you know
probably.
anything about Casper?
Yes,
What?
Casper? We heard the name?
Okay.
Runar?
Runa has not
Casper.
heard the name Casper.
Okay.
We should probably let him know that we already got a ship then. It would only be.
As a reminder, Casper doesn't waiting for you right now. You just got recommended to go
Okay,
to Casper because you got that paper to get like maybe a free trip to Greylock.
Okay,
because
okay,
normally
okay.
it would cost a lot of money to travel.
Yes, yes.
But Runa seemingly has been getting help from apparently Abraham Lincoln to take you there already.
Okay.
And
That
to
was
meet
the ship.
up with him to have future plans. That's all I can say.
You
I
guess-
can explain more about the gods, I guess.
But did you say Abraham Lincoln as the president of the United States? The one that got assassinated? Is that the one
Yes.
you're talking about?
Exactly.
I want to meet him.
What he told me basically how our time of this timeline and our own timelines.
Is he on the ship?
No, he's not on the ship. He's waiting in the capital.
So you're coming from the capital? Is that where you were?
Yes. I
Reborn?
came with the ship.
And what did he want to do us?
Yeah, he wants to have our future plans with us. We have to. Can I explain on the way? And I'm
Yeah,
just turn out.
you can talk about more about this as you're walking, like towards the harbor, like to the boats.
Yeah.
You can, if you
Yeah,
guys
makes
still
sense.
want to go to Casper and try to talk to him, guys can still do that. Or if you want to do something else before going to the harbor, but it's up to you guys.
We really have to go back with haste because we have some enemies that's looking for us.
Here, the city, Old Town.
What?
Do you know? How do you know about our enemies? Do you know anything about it?
Well, I know he told me what they basically seek from us.
Okay. What do they look like? How do we avoid them?
Let us say.
Hey, you didn't ask that either.
No, I didn't ask what they look like. Yes,
Okay, so basically anyone can be our enemy, right?
yes,
Is this some sort of organization?
yes. They're more like a cult.
So they're organized then.
Yes, they're pretty organized.
You want to go onto that ship, Ambrosia?
Yes, of
Uh,
course.
The explanation Sir Björklund here have given us is not the finest, but I believe for
Is it
more
not, Evan?
information gathering we should perhaps go to this Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah,
we are going there anyways. So
yeah.
Perfect. Then we have a ship that's waiting for us.
I'm
Yes.
still a little suspicious though as why he wants to talk to us.
Well, you're always
Yeah.
suspicious. What I've learned from you.
Have you?
No, it
We have
hasn't.
had twice or three
just bullshitting.
conversations.
You're trying to
Should we
have a
bring,
conversation,
Darwin?
friendly conversation with him.
Yeah. You asking Charles Darwin something, Jonathan?
Yeah, sure. Or more like Ambrosia. Like, should we bring
okay.
Charles Darwin here?
I believe that would be best. He's
Please
somewhat-
take me.
what?
Please
Yeah.
take me with you. I don't want to die in the forest. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten for entire 24 hours, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm really sorry that I was loud like hours ago, Mr. Jonathan. But I'm sorry, but I've been living on tree leaves for 2 days. I've been here. Please take me with you.
Well, I guess he can come with us. What do you people say? Can you trust him?
Yes.
No,
More
that-
than some others.
Well, fine by me.
So yes. So
Okay, we'll bring him.
Yes. Yeah. Great. I will. Don't worry, my fellow friends. I will be a good of service to all of you. So yeah, you walk down to the boats, and if you're not doing anything else, you will meet up to some of the crew members. And I will describe the ships here. There are multiple different types of ships when you're coming down to the harbor. There are ships that are. I can put on some gentle waves in the background because it's water nearby and everything. So basically, you see like all types of different ships that seems to come from different type of countries. Like some ships have more of a medieval, kind of a medieval like European style. You see like one ship that is more like an Asian kind of style, like Chinese ship. But you're also actually noticing one ship that looks more kind of like a big Viking ship as well. But the ship that Runar is going towards, it's kind of like the best way I would describe it looks more kind of like almost like a little bit of a like medieval from like the 1600s basically, that type of wooden ship. And it's not that big of a ship. It can maybe have like up to 20 to 25 people on it. And there are some men there like that look a bit around and they see you, Runar, and they run up to you. We have been looking everything for you. Why did you just run away like that?
Well, my good sir, I have to be fast, of course.
Well, be fast together with us next time instead of just running away. Are these the people that Abe want us to help you get back?
Exactly. So
Wonderful.
we can go on our way right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let's get up on the ship. The captain of the vessel wants to say hi to you guys as well.
Good.
So I guess you guys want to go on the ship?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You all walk up on the ship. They have like a wooden plank to like make people be able to go on board. And you meet the captain there, like kind of the style of clothing is kind of like the 1600s. It seems like this entire country in general seems to like be a European kind of like Netherlands or Germany like 1600s kind of style in general. So this man is like walking up to you. He does have a pin leg, like a tree leg, and he walks up to you guys like, fellow friends, welcome on board. And he takes out his hand to shake it with one of you.
Yes. Hello there, good sir.
See that some of you have some bit of a respect to the captain. Anyway, my good fella, come with me. Let's go up on upper deck. I wanna speak to you, if that's all right.
Yes, that's fine.
Perfect. Every man, get ready to set sail. All right, Captain. They yell out, and as they're preparing things, you guys go to the upper deck where like the router, not the router, what's it called? Is it router?
Rudder?
Rudder. There, thanks you. Right.
Yes, I want to do something in the meantime.
Oh yeah, sure, Runa. What do you want to do?
I want to make sure that no one sneaks on the ship.
Oh, okay. You want to do
think
like
it like we are at the, what do you call it?
Helm.
the helm of the ship.
I'm just at the side and just looking.
Oh, you want to kind of check on the ship's side so nobody tries to climb on board on the ship while you're
Yes.
Yeah, can you roll a perception for me just to see like if you do a little bit of a double take?
Oh.
Ooh. I mean, it looks fine. You can not see anything except the water. You don't even see any fish in the water.
I'm counting the crew members.
Alright. In total,
Silently.
yes, in total, the crew are 10 people, including the captain. This, once again, it's not a big ship, like, it's not, like, huge. It's only, like, a two-decker ships, like, the main deck, and below deck when people can sleep and stuff like that. And there are roughly 10 men on board. 4 of them have weapons on them with, like, basic leather armor. But, like, all the other 6 men look like... the other 5 men looks like normal sailors, and then of course you have the captain guy.
Oh, is there any where I can go down to the deck below?
Yes, but before you're going down, the captain said, "Oh, just wait 1 second, sir. Before you're going, you can go around on the ship if you want to." But I just want to talk to you about, like, kind of quickly, just to check a couple of things, if that is okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry, it would just take... I needed to ask, like, just 2 questions quickly. Abe wanted to make sure that everything was okay. Don't say anything that I'm just calling him Abe. I know I'm supposed to call him Lincoln, out of respect and stuff like that. But, I mean, come on. But anyway... first question is, have everything been alright during your travel? Have you met anybody, like, that has caused you any trouble?
No, except Runar, no.
Not gonna lie, he was kind of a bit of a problem child on this ship. My second question, though, is that the dwarf... clearly, this man, as you maybe yourself have noticed, doesn't seem to be good at remembering things. The dwarf fellow that were working together with Abe, did he say anything else? Like, did he explain anything, like, what's, like, going on?
The Runar comes in. I was not very good at explaining it, but I think I got it. Somehow, but I was going to explain it on the way to the capital.
Don't worry, Runar. He already knows your name a little, because you have been traveling together for...
Yes, exactly, yes.
But you don't have to explain anything, Runar. I know you barely can explain anything. That's why I'm asking these two gentlemen here, and I don't know who you are, old man, but welcome on board, I guess. If you're a friend of these people, you're allowed to be here. So, but as I was saying, like, did the dwarves tell you anything else in detail? It kind of looks like he tried to listen, like, carefully to what you say.
Oh yes, he does like very carefully listening to the word we're about to tell him about this.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it is kind of noticeable because it's not like he can move around very easily because of his wooden pin legs. They kind of try to shimmy closer to you, almost like he's expecting you to whisper back to him.
Oh, he's very interested to learn about this.
Yes.
Nothing that I could tell, at least.
I see. Anyway, so...
He had a bit of a problem in his neck.
Ah, I see. Yeah, a battle to the neck can never be good. It can never be good. Either way, but that must happen when you die by bloodlust. Anyway, I will see you lads later. You can walk around on the ship, young man. It points to you, Jonathan. And the trip will go pretty fast, thanks to our friend Abe has been doing pretty nicely for us. Normally, this trip would take more than a week, but he kind of looks very happy because you're noticing now that like the rudder on the ship, like if you would look back on the rudder, it's kind of doesn't look like made of wood. It seems to make almost like this golden material look on it. And when it sets sail the ship, you're noticing that the ship going like way faster than it like a normal ship would that has sails. In fact, this ship doesn't even have sails at all. It seems almost like, imagine almost like a magical motorboat, almost, this entire ship.
No one is actually rowing.
No one is rowing and no one is using like the sails. It's like some kind of magical stuff going on here with a rudder that makes it move faster than a regular ship from the 1600s.
May I ask you, what was it, sir?
I'm sorry, I haven't said my name yet. I'm so rude. I already know your guys' names, Ambrose, Jonathan. Runa here already told me during the trip. You can call me Captain Woodleg. The name, of course, he bangs with his wooden tree leg, comes, of course, from the accident. My real name, let's keep that for myself, okay? It's kind of personal, if you understand my...
Sir Woodleg, then, could you
Sounds good,
explain
sounds
how the ship is sailing? I don't see any sail on it.
Yes, you see, Abe has some really good connection thanks to the fact that he has opened since he opened the Adventure Guild 2 years ago. You see, he has been able to collect some magical items to help us fellow seamen out that works for him. One of these things were this rudder that apparently makes boat move much faster without wind. Isn't it fantastic? He says very proudly.
Yes, it's the quite thing.
Yes, indeed it is. He only would give it out to his most loyal friends, like myself. Haha.
May I ask you then, Sir Woodleg?
Yes.
Why do you not respect him then?
What do you mean?
You told me everyone call him Lincoln out of respect, yet you call him Abe.
Yeah. Listen, my fellow, you don't need to tell him that part. I always say Lincoln when I'm right next to him and stuff, but I promise. But I do kind of screw up. I'm more of a sailor guy, you know? I'm not the type of man that is like good with equitacy or whatever you guys call it. You know what I mean? Like, yes. Listen, I'm the type of man that eats with my fingers. Isn't that right, boys? Yeah, the other seamen are saying. Yeah, see? Like, listen, we are not like, and if you're looking at myself and he point out his own clothing that looks a bit like rugged and dirty overall, I'm not gonna lie, before Abe took me in, I wasn't the best reputation about old Woodleg. So, I've tried to keep myself a bit low, you know, and just doing my job.
Surely if you respected him, you would just call him Lincoln. It's not that hard, I would believe.
Yeah, come on, but it is kind of hard though. Lincoln is such a weird name. Abe sounds much more better on the tongue, don't you think?
Can
Abe.
I roll?
Yeah, what do you want to roll for?
I want
exactly?
to roll to. It's actually the truth he's telling here. That
Oh, you want to do like an insight? Okay, but
yeah, insight.
So you
I
want
see
to-
if it's actually.
so
If he actually is saying the thing he's saying, like
about the
of
names and stuff.
equities and stuff like that.
Ah, okay.
That is actually like just because he's a seaman, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, like a captain on the sea.
Captain that he's like too
I understand, but
not too
rolling it, yeah, sure. rolling it
militarized,
Mm.
using the mannerism to do that.
Mm. Yeah, sure, no problem. Roll an insight. Oh, a pretty good one. You can notice that there actually is a bit of a voice of like, he does seem to have respect for Lincoln, or Abraham Lincoln in this case. But you can notice a bit of maybe like, it's kind of, you don't, when you like listening to his voice and the way he's showing his facial expression, it looks a little bit forced, almost like he saying these things. Not, it's not like he doesn't respect Lincoln, but he's respecting Lincoln for a different reason for what he's telling you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't press any further with that then.
Understood. But either way, man, Ambrose, Jonathan, Runar, let's not an old man. You can just call me Charles, but if that's okay with you, Captain. Charles then. Let's get some, we have some nice fish, dry fish that have been salted this morning. If you want to, we can get something to eat, and I will quickly just go to my captain's log and write stuff down, alright? And we are good to go. It will only take us, as said, 2 days to get our position.
Well,
The captain goes to his.
Yeah, he's going to
order.
his private room, basically the captain's room, basically.
I'm trying to place myself so I'm can see inside when he opens the door. I'm just observe something.
Can you roll a perception for me if you notice something interesting in his room? 19. All right. When you only get like a quick glimpse into his room, but nothing really like looks out of the necessarily ordinary in his room. It does look like he's pretty broke, honestly. It doesn't look like he doesn't earn that much money because most of his furniture and stuff in his room look rather old and it looks very overused. The only thing that really sticks out in his room when you get a quick glimpse into it is that in the room he seems to have a painting in his room with like gold frame around it that looks really nice. But before you can get any more details on how the painting looks and stuff like that, the door closes up.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes.
And then I go around the boat just to check if there's still like only 10 people.
Ah, right, sure. You can roll an
Excluding
investigation for me to like check around if you see.
Can I help him?
Oh, you're going with Jonathan?
Because, yes, I'm. Well, Runa is a little nervous. He wants to. He doesn't. Well, he didn't have a good talk with the crew, so he's like, I'm going with Jonathan instead. Maybe I come.
In that case, Jonathan, you can have a chance to roll investigation one more time because you did roll not that great to see if you roll anything better. It is better. You're going around on the ship, like below deck, above deck, checking around and looking at the different crew members, and you maybe look behind a couple of barrels and stuff like that, you know, to check so nobody's hiding, maybe knocking on some barrels to see if they're not empty or sound like somebody could be inside them, and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, it doesn't really seem to be more than 10 people on the ship. It just seemed to be you guys and these 10 people, including Captain.
Well, Runa wants to talk to both of them, so he tries to find a room that where
Yeah, most
we
people
can-
is since you guys are on the sea, most of you most of the men are on deck working, you know, because even if they're not doing any sailing and stuff like that, there are some people that doing some fishing while they're traveling. Some people that are scrubbing the deck and stuff like that. So you can probably find some corner under deck, like where they in the sleeping quarters under deck,
Yes.
where you can talk to each other.
Yes.
So all of
Okay.
your tiny little parties there, Charles, Ambrosa,
Yes.
Jonathan, and yourself.
Okay. Well, I promised, of course, you people to explain what's happening. So I'm gonna explain so much I know.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the symbols that we have. The
Yes.
symbols are, how do I call it? The symbols are connected to some old gods that were free, let's say, 700 years ago. I'm trying to shorten it to not make it too complex for me.
No problem.
A long time ago, 700 years ago, there were demon and gods. And the demon and god didn't really, how do I say it?
Get along?
What?
Get along? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, the symbols are connected to the gods. For example, my symbol means
Artificer.
artificer. So I'm more like, I am the champion of the artificer god, the one who represents artificer.
So there's a god for each symbol?
Yes.
That's
And
what
we
you're
are
saying?
we are a champion of them. Maybe in the future we can have I'm gonna say, he did tell me we can have a connection and talk to those gods.
And how will we do that?
Well, I didn't ask, as you see.
Runa really
You
needs
can
it.
ask him. Stop asking questions and let me talk, please.
You're
Sure.
explaining stuff and with open ends. Of course I will ask.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't ask. But if you want to, I can just come up with some bullshit and fill up the gap.
I'm not looking for bullshit, as
Then-
you say. I'm
asking,
looking.
and let
If you
me-
don't know, just say you don't know. That's
I
fine.
don't
But
know then. I don't know. Please,
I'm taking notes.
Like
no,
Runa
don't
gets
take notes.
Runa gets angry.
perhaps we should take a break or something if you seem so upset.
No,
Sir
we don't need to
Björklund.
take a break. I'm sorry. I'm a little. How do you call it?
Question for you.
Yes.
So, are there good gods and bad gods? Meaning, are
Well,
there particular symbols that we should avoid or watch out for?
well, I didn't ask that. Well, what I know is we have the symbols, not the demons.
So this
Okay.
cult that is after us, are they champions of the demons or then? Or what?
No, not really. More like, how do I say it? They are called that, how do I say it? See them as gods. They want. What's happening?
No, it was just some background noise. No,
Okay.
just continue.
Yes. They're more like we're using the symbols. Some of the symbols can be used together to make a key. A key that can be used to free those gods.
And why would we want to free these gods?
Well, those gods tried to help humanity for a long time ago.
Then why are they locked up then?
Well, it's more like the demons and the gods did not really be friends.
Yes.
For example, you see the red moon.
It's daytime.
Yeah, okay, fine. But you know the red moon at night when we were walking to the
One
village.
of those moons. Yes, there's two
Yes.
of them, I believe. Yes.
Yes. The red moon is more like a prison for the demons.
Mm-hmm.
For example, he told me that this cult can take our symbols after they killed us. They can take our symbols and use them. Or use the key we create with those symbols to unlock the prison so they can be free.
The gods or the demons? Or the demons? The demons are also locked out?
Yes.
Who locked both the guards and the demon in?
Well, I didn't ask. I just accepted.
You should start asking questions more, I believe.
I understand, but excuse me, sir. I did just come back from the dead, and they just heard all this information at me. I was like, dying. Okay, fine. I just gonna accept it. All is in heaven.
I do believe you should accept some of it, as you cannot change anything, but they are giving us a task, and we should probably understand what doing this task entails for ourselves and this world if there's gods.
Fine, fair enough. He did also tell me he will explain more of it when we are together.
Okay.
When we're all three together.
Yeah, I guess I will ask him the questions then later on.
Yes, he's going to give us the answers, but more like we cannot basically. When I died, I met Elvis Presley. You don't know who that is, of course. But he's a bard who has a symbol also. And Ian, do I remember what kind of symbol he had?
Yes, you should, but honestly, Runar, normally I would say yes, but so far from what I've heard, you don't seem to have a good memory as a character. So
no, I don't have it.
So roll a
Let
history
me roll
for
it.
me, because he did not make a note about it.
Is this one of his flaws he has?
Yeah, it seems so.
Yes, it seems so. And as you think that, you hear Runar like, and he drinks some
Alcohol.
and he drinks some kind of drink.
Yeah. Yes. But roll a history. History
Yes,
time.
history again.
Yes. The funny thing, he has a +4 in history, but even then, it's like he has a hard time. But
Yes, I have a very hard time.
yes. 15. Alright. So basically, you do actually, when you're looking back, you do remember, and it looks like the symbol kind of look like the best way I would describe it is that I'm not good at like it's describing shapes. I gotta do my best here. If you would hold up like a D, basically
I just show it to them.
yeah, but basically like a D12, it kind of looks like that type of a symbol, like if you hold it and seeing it from the front of a dice. It kind of looks like that. No, a diamond shape would be more like similar to what you have, Jonathan. Because you have like kind of the diamond shape that is shaped like a D8 kind of dice.
Is it like an octagon, hexagon? No?
Yeah, it's kind of like how many sides does an octagon have again? Or
8.
let me see. Let's see. And yeah,
Kind of similar. We'll see when we get there.
You guys basically see when you get there,
yeah.
but you can roughly understand what he's trying to say. It looks like a dice if you saw it from a 2D perspective of a 12-sided dice, basically.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, a bard is someone who sings. He can
Yes, I know
basically
this.
sing out
This is-
spells. Okay.
I'm just like imagining a bro's like, yes, Runa, I know what a bard is. Bard existed before, like the 19th century.
Yes, I know what a bard is, but I'm trying to explain to you.
Yes, but I also know it. It's before my time also.
Well, I forgot that. I forgot that. Well, damn, I really need to stop drinking. I have a really bad memory when I drink.
He says as I drink another one.
Yeah. Now, friends, Charles is coming there. He kind of went away during this discussion because it was kind of not that interesting for him, honestly. He came back with a bunch of like fried fish on like sticks or whatever that has been salted. Like, hey guys, let's eat something. Let's eat something. All right, fellow friends. And he gives to each of you like a dry fish stick with salt on it.
Yes.
So yeah, you get some food to eat, and I can say immediately like it's gonna take like 2 days for you guys to get to Greylock. And first and foremost, you're gonna get a long rest. You're gonna be able to rest like on the ship during the night and stuff like that.
I do want to do one thing also
Yes.
before we get off the ship, but
course.
continue with
Yeah.
your
I'm
information.
just
first.
gonna say that you get a long rest, so any ability you have is like comes back to you. And Runar, since you didn't turn off your phone, roll me a 1d10 to see how much battery you lose.
Yeah, good point. Good that you
I
pointed
would
out.
like to do this before we do the long rest, though. Just
Okay, yeah, but let's
if
just
that's
Runar roll his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, he can roll. He can roll.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, now you can tell me, Brosa, what do you want to do?
Yes, I would like to first collect us three again in a room.
Yeah, sure. On the deck, I guess. Like
Yeah, on the
last
deck.
time. Yes. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Like, I'm guessing that, like, during the, like, time when you're asking everybody to get together, did you roll a d10? No, you didn't. You rolled a d20 there. Runa, you rolled an intelligence check.
I did do it last time when I checked my mobile phone.
Yeah, but
no,
now
no.
you're rolling how much battery you're rolling for.
Yeah, now you're rolling for how much battery
You did roll that before also.
Yeah. Now you because you didn't turn off your mobile phone, you're losing battery. So I roll a 1d10 to see how much you lose.
Oh.
And
My
hope you don't roll higher than a... Yeah, your battery's dead again.
Oh, damn it.
But don't worry, when you get back to the city, you can try to roll intelligence again there. Like to get battery back up again by trying to electrify it with your gauntlet. But,
This is explosion.
but I was saying, Ambrose, but you don't. You're kind of collecting all of your comrades again. Like before, it's kind of nighttime now. I imagine. Like before you're going to bed or whatever. Like if the sun is going down, you see the captain coming out of his like room or whatever. He has a little bird like with a piece of paper on its leg, and it throws up into the air and lets it fly away. And it goes up to you lads like, was the dry fish good, by the way, boys?
Yes, fine.
Great. Yes, in that case, you're gonna be able to sleep on the deck. There are some free space for you, like one of those, like, and I cannot remember what's called in English. What's it called in English, those kind of thing that...
Hammock?
Yeah, hammocks, yeah, we can say. There are hammocks downstairs that you can use or whatever. So, but all the men is gonna come down in like 10 minutes or something like that. So, see you tomorrow, boys.
Yes.
Yes, so he's gonna go back to his room or whatever. And I'm guessing you guys are going down with our bros to talk to him one last time before all the other people going to bed.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm suggesting that we set watch.
Yeah.
Can you maybe put on the headset? It's hard to hear you a little.
Let's see if
Possible.
the batteries died.
Oh.
The battery died? Oh, damn. That was unfortunate.
What
Okay.
mic are you using now then? The webcam?
The PC speaker. PC mic.
Oh,
But
okay.
Okay.
No problem. Just tell us next time and I can just increase your volume on the Discord thing.
Okay.
No problem. Anyway,
Okay,
so... But
I suggest that we set watch.
Yes.
Yes. I would like to, before we go to bed, I do not fully trust Captain Woodleg. He seems to hide something. And I would like, before we even meet this Sir Lincoln, I would like to investigate a little so we have information beforehand. Usually every ship usually have a logbook in their captain quarters.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was a
I
little. I didn't understand why he needed a bird to fly with a message. Then
Yes,
we're
it
using
seems.
Medi for fuck's sake.
Yes, so I would like to get to that book and see what he had wrote down.
I believe I can sneak in. I need one of you to. We need like a diversion.
Yes.
So if you can.
We
follow
could
us,
also wait for the crew to go to sleep also.
I think
do you
that's
have
the
any
best.
plans?
What did he say?
Do you have any plan? Suggestion of a plan?
Well, we could sneak in. I don't know if he keeps the door locked. We need to see that.
I can fix that. No worries.
I'm sitting and thinking. Can I use my DM?
Yes.
My magic ability to disguise myself. Can I use it on others?
Click up the spell in the chat and we can check
It does call disguise self, so
Yeah, I would guess it's only yourself, but just check just in case. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
just yourself.
I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, we can just check a bit quickly here.
it's a
You
self
can make
right there.
yourself, include clothing armor. Yeah, it's just yourself. You cannot disguise
Oh,
other
damn it.
people.
Okay, it was me then. I thought I could.
No problem. It could have been an interesting idea.
Well, we are allowed on the desk, or no, what's it called the deck. I mean,
deck.
I mean, it's not that weird. We are champions after all.
I was thinking more. It's not a restricted area. We're allowed to be just outside.
I mean,
Because I'm assuming it's like a regular captain, like what's it called? Not corridor,
Yeah,
but
captain's quarters.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
So it's like at the top, right? Of
Yeah,
the ship.
Yeah, basically, because it's basically like the biggest room, private for the captain, and
Under the rudder and everything.
Yeah. Ambrose himself, of all people, since you have worked with like a little bit with your background there, Ambrose, you know, like it's kind of most of the time a no to just go into a captain's room without permission from the captain.
Yes.
Maybe you could like knock on his door and tell him to come with you.
I do have a. That won't be necessary. I have recently acquired a spell that will simply make it all easy. So long as you can get into that room, I can disable Captain Woodlag.
Are we attacking the captain? Say so.
We're not attacking him. Don't worry about him.
But you're saying gonna cast a spell
we're
on him.
trying to understand if he had good intentions.
So like put him to sleep or something?
Yes, something like that.
And DM, can I roll a history of how he was towards me if he...
Yeah, well, you don't need to roll that. I can just explain it to you. But during like the time, you didn't talk that much to him during the travel. In fact, like he seems to be more talkative now in comparison to how it was before. Because he did talk to you and he was like nice to you, but he didn't really ask you any questions that much during the 2-day trip you took from Greylock to Holton. So, you do when you're thinking back, do notice that he does seem like much more talkative now to you guys than compared to before.
Yeah, for some reason. So I say that to them that he wasn't talkable to me. He didn't really talk to me he didn't really want to talk. He was nice to me, but he didn't really want to talk that much. So it's a little sus. What do I call it? A little...
Suspicious? I don't know this sus word you're talking about.
Sus is basically suspicious.
Ah, sus, suspicious. An interesting shortest of word. Says Charles
If
there.
you are from the... What timeline? Were you an adventurer like us from another timeline or...
Yes.
Another timeline? We're from the same timeline.
Yes, same timeline, but what timeline is this guy from?
Oh, you mean what time I'm from? Not timeline, young lad. Jesus, school must really gone to the end, the part of the bargain if this is the education they get in the future. No, it's timeline, young lad, and I'm apparently I was born before this Lord Ambrose over here, but Ambrose apparently knows about me and knows about the book that I wrote.
Yes, we met 1 or 2 years after he released that book.
Yeah, and I don't even remember that because I'm here. I haven't
Yes.
even released my book from my time period yet.
He's just a decade or 2 older than me, I believe.
That's interesting.
Is that not right, Sir Darwin?
Yeah, roughly something like that, yes. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really sure because since... What would you say you came from, lad?
Me or... Oh, the young lad, sorry.
Well, you're younger than me.
Yeah, I know.
You still... to be fair, I don't even see your face. You do sound a bit old, but you sound younger than me. I'm close to my 60s, but you seem to be in your 50s still. I would
Yes.
at least guess.
Yes.
So...
Not quite young, though. But younger than you, yes.
Yes. I mean, I was supposed to publish my book in 1859. So I was transported here in 1858.
Yes.
What is the book called?
Do I really need to explain everything for this young
The
man?
Origin of Species, it was called.
Yeah, evolution. These guys have been going talking about like
He talks about natural selection. Perhaps you have heard of it if it's...
Yeah, I have
Not
heard
true.
of it, but it wasn't super interesting from the... what
I
was
believe many
reading.
things are interesting to you.
Yeah,
That's not...
I was working in engineering. It's not on the same time, man.
That sounds very complex as well, engineering, but...
Well, in school you read about it, but then you don't use that information when you start working.
Except
Then
for
you forget
now.
it. Well, I have to try to remember back when I was in school, but it was a time ago.
But
I am from 2020, basically from 2000.
well, we have a dark future ahead of us then.
Yes.
Yeah, that to say that things are not.
Yeah, but
You're not gonna like it.
well, at least I'm happy that nobody's gonna use my knowledge for anything bad in the future.
Oh, about that.
So, but as a DM, I just kind of checking now. Like the plan is, as far as I understand it from you guys, is that you want to. Ambrose is gonna try to use a spell to, like, as far as I understand, the sleep spell, if I understood you correctly, or
Spoilers.
something similar.
Yeah. Something similar that has some kind of
Yeah.
function.
Not really kill him or attack him, but just
No,
like
no.
make him like not able to like disturb your investigation.
Yeah, notice.
Yeah, and during that time, but are you gonna knock on the door still? Because he's going to bed now, so his door is like.
No, I
closed.
will. I suggest we will lockpick the door, or I will lock.
Yeah,
the door.
if I knock and he sees me, he will know, like, he fall asleep.
Hello.
It's more that I'm assuming it has some sort of window on the door, on the side of the door.
No, he
But
doesn't.
nothing.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess we have
he
to.
didn't have. He does have a window to his room, but it's like looking out to the sea, not like to the
Okay.
deck. This is not like a big ship. This is a pretty like small ship. As I told you before, it's like
Okay.
it can room up to maximum of 20 to 25 people. So it's not like a huge ship. Like it's
Okay,
only
okay.
2 decks. It's not like a triple decker. So it's not like fancy in any way.
I say to Ambrosia, like, I think.
Can
we
you do it quietly?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I'm sorry
So,
for interrupting you. What was it?
No worries. I suggest that we wait until we can see that everyone is asleep, and
Yeah.
then we sneak up, and then I lockpick.
Yes.
Check the door. If it's locked, I will lockpick.
Yes.
Do the lockpick. And then I gently open the door, and then you can cast your spell.
Yes, and then we can check out the book, and perhaps
Hmm.
Runar or Sir
And stay
Björklund
guard.
could. Yes.
Yeah.
Just notice if someone comes along.
Oh, yes, of
And warn
course.
us.
Mm.
How
Alright
should
then.
I warn you? I mean, should we have some kind of sign?
And you sound
or...
like a bird, something.
You could just look through the door. Simple as that, and we see you.
Okay.
Small
That's fine.
knock, something that does not alert the others if there's someone coming.
Like...
Whatever.
Okay, good.
What should I do? Says Charles there in the corner, listening to this, very interested.
You could help, of course.
Yeah, sure, but with what?
You can you can stay guard below the deck.
Sounds good. I could stay at the stairs and see if one of the
Yeah.
men comes up and warn
And
our
have
fellow Runar here.
Exactly. Have eye contact with the Runar and wave silently, of course. Don't yell, don't scream, don't knock.
Perfect. No problem. I'll do this.
Yes, perfect.
So he just looks up at Rune and like, okay, Rune!
Someone is coming. Okay,
Yes.
so then we have a plan, I guess.
Yes, it
Yes.
sounds like it. And if you're not doing anything else, like I guess you're waiting for everybody to most of the people gonna go sleep. There are gonna be like 1 or 2 people on deck, of course, because somebody still has to steer the ship during the night. It's not like it's standing still. And it's gonna be one person that just kind of looks around, so that out to the ocean, so that there's no problems going on. But during the night, the captain is asleep as far as you know, and the rest of the men, roughly 8 of them, are sleeping below deck. And can you, all of you, in that case, roll just a stealth for me?
Yes.
Let's see how this is going.
14 for Jonathan. Lord Ambrose is at 12. No, that's the dex.
Mine is not.
Oh, I did wrong.
Yeah, you did wrong.
It has the same modifier. It doesn't matter.
It's the
Unless
same
you want-
modifier, okay.
Yes.
Runar is not the greatest, and I'm gonna roll for you.
I am pretty big. I have a big.
I mean, you have
Nice.
0, so you have no bonuses in stealth.
Yeah, but I'm more like don't.
So, but in that case, I'm gonna roll for you, friend there. Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is going to roll for stealth. Let's see. He has no bonuses in stealth either, so he's rolling a regular dex in this case. And he rolls a 4. So yeah, So basically, I would say like this: Jonathan and Lord Ambrose. Jonathan, you do succeed to get upstairs. Lord Ambrose, you're a little bit louder, but nobody wakes up. But
Yes.
when both Runar and Charles get to the stair, you do step on a wooden plank that sounds extra loud. And there are one of the men that's closer to the stairs, is waking up and is something wrong, my 2 fellows? Hard time to sleep?
Yes, yes. I'm just walking around the ship and checks if everything is all right.
Can you roll a deception for me? With advantage, because it doesn't really suspect you, it seems like.
Deception.
Yes, with advantage.
Oh, I'm trying to find that.
D for deception. Just follow from the top. A, B, C, D, and you will find it. For deception.
There it is.
Yes. And that's extra roll help you a lot, because 7 would have been a fail, but 14 is good enough. 14 is more than good enough, and it's we have men up there, but I guess there's nothing wrong to go around. Just come downstairs soon, right? And he goes back to sleep, basically.
Yeah, you're right. I will soon do that.
Charles does a thumbs up to well done.
I'm like, Runa turns around and uses his big arm. Yes.
Yes. Charles will stay in the staircase. Runar, you go to the top of the staircase. And Ambrose and Jonathan, what are you gonna do now? Because right now, like, the guy who's like steering the ship, he doesn't like, because he's standing a little bit higher up than you. He's not gonna be able to notice like your lockpick in the door. But there is another man there, like, little further on the middle of the deck that is like fixing with rope and stuff like that. And there is a really huge chance that he will notice your lockpicking if you don't distract him in some way.
Let's see. What can I do? Do you have any ideas? Sorry,
make
Jonathan.
him fall asleep as well.
I could, but then the guy up on the rudder would most likely notice him laying on the floor.
No.
Good call.
As he's in the furthest away, he would probably see him from the way.
Yeah, he would probably see him, since he's like standing higher ground and looking like around.
Do we wait?
How much is the time now? Can we check?
Yeah, you can check on your clocks because you have a clock actually. I mean, everybody went to bed roughly like 10:30, roughly. So now the time is like 11 at night.
What is he doing? The guy.
Oh, right now he's like fixing with some rope. It seems like just cleaning some rope that has been falling into the water and stuff like that. Kind of doing like the laboring task that has to be done, and kind of like just working as like a lookout to like extra lookout to make sure that nothing bad is going on the deck.
Yes.
Okay, I have an idea, Ambrosia.
Yes.
What if Runar can go to him and say that he can't sleep, and talk to him so his back is facing towards us?
Yes, that sounds. It's a good distraction. That's a good choice.
That's a very good. Should have thought about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to.
The door.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yep. We go to Runar
Yes.
and.
Yes.
So I say that
Runar's
Runar,
like,
can you
yes.
please? Yep.
Yes, I go do that.
Make sure
And,
he's looking away from us.
Yes.
Yes, and never turn around. So keep him busy with
Yes.
stories.
So, Runa, you go up to the man who fixes the rope. When you get close, you can see that it's one of the few sailormen that actually do have weapons on him. Like, he has like a scimitar sword, like, to his side.
Yeah.
And he sees you coming up to him, like, and like, oh, is that, you that Runar fellow, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is there any problems?
Yeah, I want to say sorry about earlier today that I just ran off. It was very unprofessional of me.
No problems, no problems. I personally don't really mind, honestly. This job is getting well paid, honestly, so I'm just happy to be here. So after this job, I can probably finally quit this kind of sailing job in general, you know?
Oh, what are you? What do we call it? Dreams.
Oh, I have like actually been thinking about like taking my wife to the town Blanca or Blank, probably you would say, and live there for the rest of my life. My parents actually still live there, so I've been looking forward to visiting them again and get married with my wife. Officially married. But my wife and I are not still officially married. We kind of did a marriage, like, and it does talk to you, like, you haven't been able to turn him around yet, Runar, just so you know. But he's still talking about, like, his, like, future plans of, like, getting married, having kids, and, like, moving to this, like, town called Blank.
Yeah, and after he talks a lot about it, yeah. And Runa's like, yeah, I understand. It's really nice. But what are you doing right now? And he...
Oh, I'm fixing with these, like, ropes and stuff like that. They were very dirty, and some of them were damaged as well. Like, you know, I have to make sure, like, everything works, you know?
Well, that's quite interesting, indeed. Can you show me?
Yeah, sure. You can. These rooms are already finished, but we can go further up on the ship if you want to, and we can fix with those. It will
Yeah,
take like
yes.
5 minutes only, but
Yeah, of course.
yeah. So he walks. You and him like work to like the far end of the ship at the front, basically, where there's some other stacked ropes and barrels and stuff like that has been damaged, like some nets as well. You do, Jonathan and Ambrosia, you do notice that this guy is not looking your direction anymore.
Yes.
Okay. I push my, I sneak up to the door and push my ear against the door to listen.
Roll a perception for me.
As he does this, Ambrose stands kind of in front of him, of the eyesight of like if he would watch over this way, it would like just see me and not him behind me.
I would say with a 10 that you can not really make out any like sounds from the other side of the door. The only thing that I would point out is that there's no light coming out from like underneath the door. So if somebody is awake in there, they have like the lights out. But you don't hear if somebody's like talking or sleeping, or you don't really hear any sounds from inside.
Well,
Yeah.
Ambrosia, should I start? Are you ready?
Yes.
I think it's safe to go in.
Yes.
So first of all, I just feel on the handle on the door, so I don't try to lockpick an open door.
Yes, you just kind of check in the handle, and you do noticing the door is locked.
Okay. So then I lock the door.
Yes. Do you remember how to do that, the lockpicking? It's on your core page, and it's on your tools on your left side below your skills. And you just click your lockpicking.
Thieves tool.
Yeah, Thieves tool. There we go.
Yeah.
And you start to lockpick, and you do succeed to unlock the door. This door doesn't have like the most complicated lock. So after only like less than a minute, you succeed to like click it up, so you can go inside.
So I gently open the door.
Can you just roll like a bit of a sleight of hand for me, like just to see like, because it is an old wooden door and it would make a little bit of sound opening it, just to see how. You do pretty well, honestly. Not the best roll, but decent enough. Like you're opening the door, and it doesn't make that much sound from it. Like only like a small little, as you call. And it is dark inside of you. And you do like a little quick peek inside the room, I guess.
Now I whisper to Ambrosia.
I couldn't actually hear that.
Yeah, none of us could hear that.
Okay. So I'm
Whisper
whispering
louder.
to Ambrosia, do your thing.
Yes, I try to first
But be
locate
quiet.
where I can.
Yes.
Can I see him?
You cannot see it from, like, you have to take one step into the room. You cannot see him just from the door, so it must be in, like, one of the corners on the left or the right.
Yeah. But I can, with this spell, just target that area and it would, like, hit someone, but I don't know if I have to actually see him.
Ah, okay. How much of an area does the spell cover? This room is not huge, just so you know. It's like, only, like, 15 feet, like, in length and, like roughly
It's
15
like, it's
14
quite big area, I believe. Bigger than that room.
Oh, in that
It's
case,
like it's a 20 feet radius, so that's like.
oh, okay. In that case, you can cover the entire area inside.
Exactly,
the
but I
campus.
must like point out who I'm putting to sleep.
Ah, okay. So do you have to see him, or?
I'm unsure.
We can see creature within 20 feet of a point you choose.
Yeah, you choose.
Yeah, you don't need to see the creature.
It says you choose though within range, below, in the description.
Shoot feet of a point you choose. No, but it's just the point you choose. So you can point to like the middle of the room. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but I can like specifically choose. Like if I point it so both me and so Jonathan would also be in it, I could like point like that we don't get affected, but only him get affected.
Yeah, but you are pointing out that you want the captain to be asleep.
Yeah, but I'm asking if like, do I actually have to see him then?
No.
be able to
If
point
it
him out?
doesn't, if
No.
it doesn't specifically say you have
Okay.
to see the creature, you don't have to see.
Yes.
It. I know this because I do looked at actually an example of this, and one person did, for example, put to sleep like a tower of like goblins before in like a D&D campaign that I show, and they told about the fact that as long as you have within range and can point out, then it works.
Okay. The only thing is, if he's unconscious, I can't target him. If he's already sleeping.
Well, let me see. The creature, the penis sounds. Ignore unconscious creature.
Yeah.
But unconscious is not the same as sleeping.
Okay.
But unconscious is counting as a different state, I would argue, than sleeping.
Okay.
Because this is also magical sleep. This sleep doesn't just, like, it is harder sleep than a regular sleep, you know?
Well, I'm targeting the room.
Yes.
Only him.
Yes. And you're targeting, like, the middle point of the room, basically, to, like, cover, like... Can you explain... Would you want to describe how you do this spell for us? Like...
I'll take up a bag of, like, sand. And then, like, open it up. And then kind of uncloth my face mask. And then kind of blow into the room. And it kind of, with magical force, kind of dingles looking for his target. And then, like, falls down at him. Like on his eyes or whatever, kind of like Sandman or whatever it's called.
Yeah, basically, it's kind of like Sandman. I know he has a specific name, but we can call it Sandman.
I think it's called Sandman or something.
But you do see, like, it seems to be that the sand you blow in, as it looks for a target, does seem to go towards the left of the room. So and you can now hear a much more clearer like snoring now than before, almost a bit of a louder snoring.
Yes. We go into the room, I guess, then.
Yes.
Yes, and we close the door.
You're inside this dark room in the captain's quarters.
Can I locate some sort of candle or lamp?
Yes, there is a lamp, actually, because it does have a little bit of a small desk right next. Like, there's a little bit light into the room, because there always are full moons. Like, both from the blue moon and the red moon. So there is a little bit of a blue-red shiny light coming in through the window from both of these moons that are...
Yeah. And I pick up my Zippo lighter from my pocket.
Oh, you're using that, basically. You light it up and you do, like, reveal the room a bit more. As I kind of described before, the room does look kind of quite... not that fancy at all. It actually looks like... quite shitty, honestly. Like, except for that painting on the wall. And you do notice now that the painting on the wall actually looks like... Funny enough, the painting... Well, I don't know if you guys would recognize this. Can both of you roll a history check for me?
History check, here we go.
Oh... Okay, Jonathan, you have no idea. Jonathan, like... have no idea who it is. It's like, it just looks like a random dude with black beard. But Ambrose, you recognize this painting, Baba, and it looks like almost a bit of an like old version of Blackbeard the pirate that you have read about in school.
Is that the Blackbeard on the painting there? Is he also here then?
I don't know. Who's Blackbeard?
He's a pirate. Had a bit
In our
of
time? Or in your time?
I think even before you. Yeah, I think
it's
even
before my
your
time, even, right?
Yeah, this is the time during the era when like piracy in the Caribbean were very popular and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I think it's before your. I'm definitely pretty sure it's before your time.
Yes, but it was in England, right? Like
yeah, but he didn't do piracy in England, as far as I know.
No.
He did it like in like because this was like during the time when people were like when Britain had a lot of colonies in like America and stuff like that.
Okay.
So and because it was very popular to like rob from the English or the Netherlands or like the Spanish ships.
Yes.
So
Does the painting have him with the what do you call this stubine? What is it called in English? Like the thing that end up.
the fuses in his beard.
Yeah.
like-
Does he have the fuses like he was famous for, like lighting up? Does he have those?
No, he doesn't actually have it. This does seem like this portrait was made like the environment. How this portrait of him looks, it's like he looks actually quite fancy in this portrait and quite happy as well. Almost like this got painted like during his older years because it looks like kind of like his black beard almost look a bit grayish almost on some part. So it looks like when this painting was made when it was looking a bit old, and it has like a golden frame around it, and the background of the painting is kind of seems to showing off like this kind of luxury room, almost like a noble man's room.
Does it have like a small, like a little, what's it called? Not casing, but like a little smaller frame where it like says like when it was made and shit like that?
Yes, because I can say that since you rolled a critical, when you're looking closer at the painting, you can see like a date on the painting, and here's the problem though. You don't know. You haven't asked anybody what year it is, so.
Yes.
But the year it says on this. It's kind of interesting because it does say like a big B and like a point, like a little dot and a W, a B and a B and a W, and then like 710.
Okay. I'm gonna want that to write down later, but that's...
Yeah, but we can fix that later.
Yeah, we'll fix that later.
Yeah.
Okay. But does it say like who painted it? Is it like...
Yeah, it does say like a naming of like somebody. It actually does say a name there, and you do actually recognize the name as well as Leonardo da Vinci.
I knew it. That's
Yeah.
But the painting does look quite old and quite when I'm saying old, like the picture ram around it looks much newer in comparison to the painting.
It's like vintage and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, because
yellow.
when you're looking at the painting, it's an oil painting, and you can see like a lot of the colors have started to disappear. And this painting at least a couple of 100 years old, just from your own like understanding of historical objects.
Yes. It seems that perhaps even though if he's is here, he's probably been dead for quite some time, as this painting seems to be quite old.
Now
let's
look after the logbook.
Yes, exactly. Let's go.
Yes. Can one of you roll an investigation?
I can do that.
Yeah, roll with advantage, Jonathan. Or Ambrose.
Yes.
Because you both are looking for it, so you can roll with advantage.
Usually keep it here in the captain drawer. Let's see if we can get it out.
17. Thanks to both of your help, you do find the captain's log. But we're actually going to jump back to Runar for a short second here. Runar, you're helping him with like the rope and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of a bit challenging for you. I don't know how much you know about doing knots and stuff like that on a ship, but...
Yes, and with one arm. You have a big arm and you have one arm.
Yeah. But he is talking with you and stuff like that, and it's like, thanks for the help there, Sir Runar. It was really nice of you to actually fix stuff out here.
Yes, thank you very much. You are very learnful.
Yeah, yes. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Runar. It's nice to meet some nice people like yourself. It's not like I don't like to work on the ship, you know, you don't need to say this, but I just feel like I think it was for the better that the captain stopped being a pirate all of those years ago, you know?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. You can see him that he starts to sweat a little bit, that he noticed like he was a bit too comfy with you and like fucked up, and it's like, shit, I should not have said that. Please promise me to not tell the captain I said anything.
It's okay. I have read about some pirates in my day. Not all of them were bad. What kind of pirate was he? I'm not gonna tell him, of course.
The thing,
But this is more interesting for me than.
I mean, this was quite a while. Like, I only heard stories. You know, I'm actually quite new to this ship personally. I only took this job because it was really well paid, and I heard some stories that like he doesn't really want to talk about his real name and stuff like that because when he gets drunk, some of the other men has told me that when he gets drunk, he talks about the good old days, and he talks about how he was very close, like 2 years ago, to succeed to finally become like a captain, just like his like father and his father and his father too, like from his relatives. Like I don't know why, I don't know who this Blackbeard fellow is, but it seems to be.
Blackbeard.
Oh, you
Yeah.
heard of him? Like seemingly that was like one of the most powerful sea captains on the sea of all time. Like a powerful pirate who seemingly even owned his own island and country and everything for a short time.
Yes, he had a lot of things, but piracy wasn't really the best living style.
No,
But
it
I
really
know.
isn't. Really isn't. Not. Yeah, but. But I shouldn't talk more about this. Like, let's.
No, it's okay. I was just interested. I mean, maybe you can learn. I mean, is he a good captain to you? I mean.
Yeah, I
doesn't-
guess, but I don't know. I think that sometimes, like, he has become a little. It does feel a little bit desperate to me, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, it feels like he's trying to really come back to those glory days in some way, and I don't know. Seemingly, thinks that with this new payment he's gonna get, like, for his good work, that he's gonna have a chance to maybe get a better ship and a bigger crew that actually wants to, you know, do piracy again. But please don't tell anybody, like, I don't want to.
You're gonna keep it. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Great.
About this kind of information about him. But you mean? But you say payment. So Abraham Lincoln pays well. I hope.
Yes, he actually pays really well. Yeah, I don't understand why he asked me to look out for you guys. Like, if you try to like run away or whatever, you seem really chill, all three of you. And
Why should we run away?
I don't know either. You guys look really chill. He told us to be nice to you guys and told us to, like, yeah, show some respect towards you guys in general. But it was very important that we did take you back to Greylock so we could talk to you guys.
Of course, we will be respectful if you're respectful to us. You are all.
It makes
You've
me.
been respectful to me for the past days. Of
Yeah,
course, I will be respectful.
It makes me happy to hear that, Runar. And we will jump back again to Ambrose and Jonathan. And you do take up the captain's log, like this kind of notebook that comes up to you. It looks a little bit. It has been water damaged a little bit, but I guess you're opening up the book to kind of check it through, right?
Yeah, check the latest logs.
Yes, you're blathering through the book a bit quickly there, page by page. And on the
I'm taking notes.
Yes, on the recent notes, like the newest note, it does actually say there that
Ambrose is holding his monocle as
yeah, you're holding up the monocle to check there, and you can see that he's been writing down like, so finally I'm getting very close. Just a little bit more time, and I can finally pay off my debts to that godforsaken piece of shit Abe. I can't believe that I was forced into this kind of labor ever since he was able to capture me those 2 years ago. But now soon everything will be ready. All I have to do is, I already sent the message, and all I have to do now is wait a little bit more time, and I can get paid and get my own ship. I hope though that everything just goes well. And I'm gonna try to get away with this magic item while Abe is not looking, but if things doesn't go out well for me, remember that the great Captain Black Junior Silver.
Hi guys, Ponwin there.
Sorry for interrupt the video. I'm kind of just wanted to say I fucked up here at this part. It was not supposed to be Junior. It's just supposed to be something else. And I was so it's supposed to just be J in the name. I read the notes wrong. I know I'm stupid. Sorry about that. Let's continue the video as always. Bye bye. It's gonna do its best to become the next pirate king of pirates on the sea. And there we will have to be continued for this session.